was me, someone chose who we ought to be. Does that sound fair? Does that sound fair? Does that sound fair?
Well, life's not fair, and they say in life we had to cherish. This thing called life is far from fair. It's the circle of birth to death puts life in the fair, but it's the Ferris wheel. Situations are far from equal. Like, look around, you feel bad for people that weren't given a lot in their episode. And if life's a movie, then film their sequel. Like, this person didn't do nothing to be born a blind or with a broken mind. Born with no choice left to grind. Aborted hearts, they've broken mine. I'm just waiting for my flight to complain, and I claim every right to complain. Like, why can't you make me without the salt? Get what you get, it don't even complain. So forget it if you have any allergies. We don't get the benefit of technicalities. Like, at what point in time did you decide the idea of you would become a reality? And we made it this far but barely, and we find happiness so rarely. And they say that the gates are pearly. With that in mind, I might just leave early. Like,
before you were you, before I was me, someone chose who we ought to be. Does that sound fair? Does that sound fair? Does that sound fair?
well, life's not fair. Well, then I guess death is. The only thing that I have left is my goal when I die, to leave you how I left. That's breathless. Just try to fathom. If I wait too much, then I'll have a spasm. Live too much. Whose fault is that? The only other man left to blame is Adam. And I can only think in what ifs. I'm not trying to make excuses really, but this. And I need more space and I need more faith. Everything takes time, then what gives? Really, what gives? I'm just adding to the stress, then plus this. Can't minus any effort, can't rush this. Hammer down with ideas, can't touch this. And I still got so many questions that can't be answered by the best man, or the minister, or the bridesmaids. If the groom knows, then I'll ask him. And some of you caught the joke, but really my only aim is to thought provoke. And if we want to evaluate, we gotta take it back to way before we woke. So
before you were you, before I was me, someone chose who we ought to be. Does that sound fair? Does that sound fair? Does that sound fair?
No, life's not fair. Some say there's no such thing as odds, that chance and luck are fake and frauds. But recently, I believe in luck, and it's the stock you have in the will of God. So I broke the mirror, broke it over, bought the blackest cat just for closure. And I've given up on everything in search of a 4-leaf clover.